What if I told you that bleach, the product everyone automatically reaches for when white clothes turn yellow and dull, is actually making them worse over time, accelerating fabric breakdown, creating that permanent gray-yellow tinge you can never seem to reverse, while a forgotten natural method used for generations before bleach existed actually makes white clothes genuinely brighter? What if the whitest, freshest whites you've ever seen came from a laundry secret that costs almost nothing and has been hiding in your kitchen this entire time? I tested this forgotten method on clothes I'd nearly given up on, and the results were extraordinary. Stay with me, because this changes laundry forever. The bleach problem nobody talks about white clothes. Have a complicated relationship with bleach. You buy a crisp white shirt and it looks magnificent. Over time, it starts yellowing. You reach for bleach, the automatic response everyone knows. The shirt brightens temporarily. But with repeated bleach treatment over months and years, something happens that bleach manufacturers never advertise. The fabric fibers progressively weaken and break down from repeated chemical exposure. The optical brightening effects diminish with each application as fabric structure degrades. And paradoxically, bleach can actually cause a yellowish tinge in certain fabric compositions when proteins in natural fibers react with chlorine. I experienced this personally with a collection of white shirts I genuinely loved. They'd gone through the bleach cycle repeatedly and had reached that frustrating state where they looked perpetually gray-yellow no matter what I did. More bleach didn't help. Special whitening detergents produced minimal improvement. I was researching professional textile restoration when I encountered references to pre-bleach whitening methods that previous generations used without any chlorine chemistry whatsoever. Methods that reportedly produced whites that lasted longer and looked brighter. Methods that had been largely forgotten when bleach became cheap and widely available. I became obsessed with understanding what these methods were and whether they still work today. The forgotten secret: sunlight and natural acids. Here's what generations before bleach understood that we've forgotten. The combination of natural acids and ultraviolet sunlight creates a whitening reaction in fabric that works fundamentally differently from chlorine bleach and produces superior, longer-lasting results without damaging fiber structure. The specific method that changed everything for my yellowed shirts involves 3 natural ingredients working together: lemon juice, baking soda, and white vinegar, combined with the oldest fabric brightener ever used by humanity: direct sunlight. The complete method. Here's the exact process I used on my yellowed shirts. First, fill a basin with warm water. Add the juice of 2 lemons plus 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Soak white clothes in this solution for 1 hour, ensuring complete submersion. The citric acid begins working on mineral and protein-based yellowing immediately. After soaking, drain the acidic solution. Sprinkle baking soda generously over the damp fabric and gently work it through the fibers by hand, creating a mild scrubbing action on any particularly yellow areas like collar bands and underarms where sweat deposits concentrate. This baking soda treatment neutralizes remaining acids while providing gentle mechanical cleaning. The sunlight science. This final sunlight step is where the real magic happens and where this method most dramatically differs from bleach. Ultraviolet radiation causes photooxidation of the chromophores responsible for yellowing in fabric, breaking down the molecular structures causing discoloration without degrading cellulose fiber bonds the way chlorine does. The results that amazed me. My yellowed shirts after single treatment with this method came out noticeably brighter than they'd looked in years. The collar yellowing that had resisted everything I'd tried lightened significantly. After 2 treatments over successive weeks, I had shirts that looked closer to their original purchased brightness than anything bleach had achieved. The maintenance routine monthly use of this method prevents yellowing from accumulating rather than fighting established discoloration. Adding lemon juice to every white laundry wash and line drying in sunlight whenever weather permits maintains brightness indefinitely without any bleach exposure. My white clothes have now stayed bright for 3 months of this routine, with genuinely better results than years of bleach treatment provided. If this just restored your faith in genuinely white clothes, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more forgotten household wisdom that outperforms modern chemical solutions. Share with anyone fighting yellowed white clothes. Comment if you're trying this on your next laundry day. I'll see you next time. Until then, rediscover what generations knew, use sunlight as your bleach, and enjoy whites that are genuinely bright without chemical compromise.